Hi everybody, I'm Matthew Cicchillo. I'm the YMCA Summer Camp Director here for Camp Spirit. So we are here at this location to just give you guys some updates on what policies and procedures are going to look like, show you the camp if you've never been able to see that. The main thing I want to get you all to know is that right now, for the foreseeable future, while we're doing screening for summer camp, we have to check in with everybody. The first thing you're going to notice when you come on Jerusalem School Road, we'll have a staff member stationed right here to kind of control traffic a little bit. So obviously the road down here is not very big. It's kind of a one-way road. So to help us control that flow of traffic a little bit, we're going to have a staff member who's going to just be standing here by these mailboxes down over here, just to kind of say, hey, if you need to stop, pull over, you know, until we get a space down at our campsite for you to come in and park. We're gonna have limited parking, maybe about 10 to 15 spots down at camp that will be marked. Once you're allowed through, you'll go to one of those. Somebody down at the camp itself will direct you to one of those spots, and then we'll explain what is gonna happen at that location. So come on, follow me down there, and we'll go see where you're gonna park and what's gonna happen there. All right, once you follow the road down here, you're going to arrive at our actual camp location. You're going to come in right through these gates, and one of our staff members is going to be here to direct you to any of our open spaces down here. Once you've been placed in a space, as soon as we get a person that can come and meet up with you, one of our couple staff members are going to be stationed further down the road. They're going to be making rounds, coming in and checking in with all of our families. What they're going to do is they're going to walk up to your car, and they're going to ask a couple questions. They're going to say, you know, have you been in contact with anybody who has had coronavirus in the last 14 days? Have you had a fever? Has anybody been sick in your household? Once we've confirmed those questions with you, we're then going to go to the passenger side and get the kid out of the car. So we'll open the door and have them come out. Come join us. Once they're out, we're going to be doing temperature checks. So we've got a forehead thermometer that doesn't touch the skin. We do the temperature check, and as long as that's below 100.4 degrees, then you're good to come into camp. We'll get your signature, and then we'll take the kid down to our lodge so that they can get ready for the day. If you're above that temperature, then you're going to be asked to return home, and you're not going to be allowed to come back to camp until there's been 72 hours with no fever. Once you've met those requirements, you'll be welcome back to camp. We'll go through this process all over again. And this process is going to happen every single day here at camp. So come this way. Once we get them to the camp, then we do all of our fun activities. At the end of the day, drop-off procedure is going to be the same. You're going to come down here, park at one of our spots. One of our staff members will radio in and say, hey, we have parent A here to pick up kid A. We will get them all ready, get their backpacks together, all their water bottles, anything that they brought with them for the day, and we'll walk them out here to you guys, and we'll take them to your side of the car, and we will say, hey, I brought kid A, he's here, can I see your ID so I can confirm that you're the right parent? Yep, all right, yes, you're an approved person to pick them up. We will then open the door up and let them get into the car. Once we've closed the door and have moved away, then that's your time to be able to, while you're parked, get out, help them get buckled in, get settled in, anything that you need to do. And once you're done, you'll pull out and exit the same way you came in, right down the road here. And then the next day come in, we'll just repeat that process until either we're allowed to move past that if we move into the green zone, or we'll keep it up for the whole summer and just to ensure everybody's safe. So why don't you come on with me and we'll go take a tour of the campsite, and we'll show you all the cool different lodges and activities that we'll be doing in those areas. So come on with me. So this here is our main lodge, or our upper lodge. So it's split into two sides. The side over on this side here, when you enter, it'll be your left. That's going to be the kind of relaxing, more quiet activities side. So it's where we might do some nature activities, some arts and crafts on rainy days, some science activities, things like that. The other side is a little more open. it's going to be where it's going to be a little more noisy. So if we get stuck inside for rain, you might be doing your games inside here. We might do some team building. If it's real hot, get some relaxation from the sun. And then out in front here is all of our extra space. We've got plenty of room to play maybe some volleyball, run around, do different team building games and sports. There's a field over there which will allow us to do lots of different activities. And then leading down gets us to the rest of the camp there. You can see our basketball court, and as well as the hill where we'll be doing our slip and slide and different water activities around here. So let's go head on down. We're going to go down to our nature lodge, which is under construction right now, but we're going to be finishing it up. This right here is our nature lodge. In the past, it's been our kind of Gaga area, and don't worry, Gaga Ball is still going to be making a return to camp. We're working on a way to figure out how to make it safe in the post-COVID-19 world. But for the time being, we're going to be turning this into a nice little nature lodge. We're going to have kids come in and run different activities, learning about animals, the ecology, how trees are forming and what they do for us, and all these different really cool activities that are going to be based on nature and the things around us. They're going to learn about deer. They're going to learn about the animals that we have in Pennsylvania. And so this place is getting completely redone. We're going to be putting a lot of cool new items in here. So this is one of the things that we're really excited to be bringing you guys this summer. Now we're going to head on down to our art lodge, and we're going to take some just a quick minute to talk to you about how that's going to look and some of the changes that are going to be in there. This is our art lodge. So again, there's going to be some small changes. We're going to try to keep less kids overall in all of our spaces. So it's currently set up, and as you'll see, to include about space for 22 kids. So that's significantly down from the past where we've generally been able to put 30 or 40 kids in there. Each kid will be kept at a distance of about 6 feet as per the social distancing guidelines. Another thing to note, a lot of families have probably been wondering, what are the mask situation at camp going to look like? Well, to be honest, we've talked about this at great length, and the recommendations that we've been getting have been if they are outside and able to socially distance and or doing rigorous activity, they don't need a mask. So our goal is to have our kids outside in nature as much as possible. However, things like arts and crafts, sometimes we have to do inside. Sometimes we'll be in buildings to do reading or different activities. So at those times, that's when we put the masks on to guarantee the safety of them, the kids and the campers and our staff, when we can't socially distance. So in there, when you're moving around, there may be a point where you're within 6 feet of another person's space because you're getting materials, or you're checking with the teacher's coming over to help you, whatever the case may be. So that's our mask policy that's going to be happening here at camp. We're also reducing the number of our groups, so they're going to be smaller groups overall. There's going to be less kids at camp because we are splitting our camps into 3 different locations up here in York, as well as our one down in our Southern York branch. So come on in, we'll take a look. I'll show you some, you'll get to see what it looks like inside, and then we will send you home because that's the end.